Welcome to Demystifying IT with Bopi Dal and Sarjeet Kanungo, speaking the language of IT with innovators and pioneers that have harnessed the power of information technology.
We're back with Senior VP of IT for NRG Energy, Kim Hales. Kim is a creative leader that oversees all facets of IT, cybersecurity, and digital development for NRG. He's responsible for leading the company's digital transformation. So Kim, we can't have a conversation about technology without bringing up data. How important is data analytics in the energy industry, and what role does it play in NRG's strategy?
I would say it is critically important. So important that one of our corporate strategies from our CEO is to harness the power of data and technology. So for NRG strategy, we really combine this with our customer-focused mentality, and this means making sure that we're using our data to really listen to and understand our customers, so that we can make actionable decisions and ultimately enhance their experience. One example of this is the development of our customer data platform, which has really been very exciting because ultimately we are looking to provide better service for our customers. One of our pilots, or one of our products, really, if you will, has been on testing the fit of our energy products with the customer's needs. And, we can calculate if that product or really another product is serving them, could serve them better and save them money. And we let them know that through personalization. And ultimately, that really improves our customer experience. And that's what's going to pay off in the long run for both the customer and for energy. And I absolutely love that technology has enabled that.
That's awesome. I read a quote the other day which says, there are a lot of data, but not much insight. I thought that was a very interesting quote.
Yeah, I think certainly people are at different stages of that journey. And ultimately, it's, again, deriving that business value, deriving those insights, right, and using that to move your company forward. I think that's where the magic is. And when you can do that, you can end up partnering with your business to really gain a competitive advantage.
How do you see artificial intelligence and machine learning impacting your industry in the future?
I think both of those technologies are going to be, if not already, extremely impactful. Certainly, looking at data analytics, what really excites me about that is our IT team provides the architecture, and it provides the environment and data and level of governance for our enterprise data analytics team to have those scientists focus their time on creating those models, right? Applying the machine learning and focusing their time on creating those great customer insights that we can then leverage to make our customers' lives better. Certainly with AI, we had the privilege of having Satya come and visit with our CEO the day after he made that ChatGPT announcement. And it was really exciting, of course. I think that, what you've seen, the excitement around AI that so many people can access now and understand, and see, kind of see it in action. Because, we've been hearing about it for years. But I think now that there's a reality that's coming in that so many people can kind of touch and feel, it's readily apparent that it's going to make really a massive impact. And I know that there's some people that have called for a pause on such development, but I think it's inevitable that it's going to continue. And, trying to understand, once again, how do we take this technology and derive business value from it? The IT team is taking a look at certainly some of the ways that we can use, the advanced coding engines, like a Codex or something like that. There's many out there, to help us, speed up coding. There are people out there that claim up to, or a large percentage of their code is created through that process. We're early stages, but it's certainly promising, and it certainly looks like it's something that, can really help accelerate the rate at which we are able to develop, and then ultimately drive value for the business.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think there is some really interesting, exciting times ahead of us. All right, so let's talk about customer experience. What does customer experience mean to your business, and why do you think it is important?
I would say that, customer experience with our position, as an essential home services company is paramount to who we are as a company now. And so much of our data and technology efforts are super focused on, again, making that connected future a reality for our customers. And again, making sure that we understand everything that we can about the customer in order to facilitate the very best experience they can have in the home is, really what's going to define us as a company for the future. So for us, again, customer experience is everything.
Makes sense. So sometimes customer experience can be a touchy-feely thing. Is there a way you are able to measure ROI on your investment in CX projects?
For us, there's multiple ways. We've had the honor of winning, some digital awards with some of our brands, but we certainly measure satisfaction when it comes to, our mobile apps. We certainly pay attention to ratings there. We want to constantly improve, that experience. So, for us, certainly there's a lot of metrics behind customer experience. There's usage, there's actions, how connected are they to what we're doing? How many actions per day? Particularly with smart home, right? Understanding that, we want to be that reliable company that is providing that home automation, that protection. Those are statistics that, we can collect and make sure that, again, we are using them to, make as efficient as possible, all of those actions that our customers are taking.
Staying on the ROI topic, how do you measure success on your IT projects and IT initiatives?
For us, we measure with IRR. There's tons of different ways to do it, but that's our measurement. And, we have a hurdle rate just like a lot of other companies do. And so we make sure that we are measuring that at the end of all of our projects. And we hold ourselves and each other in the business accountable for ensuring that we are using the company's resources appropriately. So, we run a PMO in IT, and, it's a very strong organization that's grown with us through many years, and understanding, that those roadmaps that we put together with all of the projects, that the readouts we do at those governance meetings, that all of that ultimately leads to business value, right? So, where we are making a case for growth, we are tracking very closely that IRR to ensure that, we're being very responsible with our company's money.
Great. What's your view on Agile, and what promise do you think a concept like Agile offers to drive outcome for businesses?
So I'm a big fan of Agile. I think I was one of our first Scrum Masters and kind of an early adopter.
Wow.
So for us, it is, and it's taken a number of years, but we're a full agile shop at NRG, and what the business, again, getting back to that value, what they've seen out of it is the ability to alter the path of development for whatever project we're doing, and to make those adjustments much sooner, to vet out fully the customer journey and make sure that we're really delivering towards the objective of the project, of the product, of the website, of the mobile app. And it allows us to make those adjustments so much faster, and it allows us that continuous level of improvement, instead of waiting for those big bangs like we've had to in the past. I had the honor of speaking at DevOps Houston last year. One of the things I really talked about there was the fact that I fell in love with Agile and DevOps because it's a very scientific methodology. It's very test and learn. It's you've got a theory on how something should work, right? And you build it out quickly, and you test it, and you take that data back, and you test it again, and you modify it further. My background was in another field, but I was trained as a scientist. So for me, I'm a huge fan of an agile way of developing and delivering for a company.
It sounds like test and learn is a key mantra for your organization.
Oh, absolutely. When you have the many brands and products and features that we have at NRG, it is critical that we provide a forum for all of those ideas, right? Again, even different areas of business, have different ways of filtering, but eventually we want to get as many of those as we can out to our customers, so that we can, once again, test and learn, so that we can see if, our theory of this particular convenience on this particular product, if that really does surprise and delight the customer, or if not, we'll put our valuable resources towards something else. And even simple A/B testing, right? Do you prefer the menu here? Do you prefer the menu there, right? All of that goes towards, again, laser focus on our customer experience, and making sure that we are providing them the very best we can.
Do you think every business needs to be in tech business?
I think every business has to be in the technology business. Again, what was once maybe viewed as a necessary evil, right, has become a competitive advantage, or as we said, if you don't do it, I think you really risk being disrupted by competitors, by an upstart. One of the books I'd read was Goliath's Revenge, and it's about companies that have been around a long time trying to see why they were being disrupted and how they could combat that. And I think it's a great book. It's something I've taken a lot of lessons from, right, as we have, as we've looked to deploy some of the same types of technologies they've used, but not just to do it, but, with purpose. There was pressure, as and a lot of people know, let's move to cloud. It's automatically scalable and resilient. Well, not if you don't do it correctly, right? And so for us, we're working through our cloud journey, but we're doing it with purpose. Yes. We're making sure that we're really able to take advantage of, the power of cloud services, the containerization of that code, that scalability and resilience. If you do a lift and shift, you'll probably find out, like a lot of others, it just costs more, right? Because it's just somebody else's, hardware that you're running on. Yeah. But really being able to take advantage of cloud native architecture, that I think is the great differentiator.
It's amazing how high you are and how deep you can still think. That's very commendable. So Kim, before we let you go, can you elaborate on your view on collaboration?
Absolutely. I think that, that is ultimately the job of a CIO, is to collaborate with your business leadership and ensure that they understand the technology landscape that is out there and how it can help them. One thing I would say is, as many of us developed as leaders, so many people came up to us and asked about a particular product or platform or technology. And growing up in the business, you could look at that and go, oh man, I don't even know if I have time to take a look at this. But I think as I have matured in my role, I absolutely relish those opportunities. So anytime anyone comes up to you and asks you about a particular technology, if you know about it, spend that time and talk to them about it. But if you don't know about it, right, or a particular product, go and learn what it is that they were talking about, and go and learn what it was that excited them about it. And to me, that again drives towards the opportunity to learn, and it gives you a perfect opportunity to come back to that person or come back to their team and talk about it. And that is really the seeds for collaboration, and basically saying, maybe not this particular platform, or maybe we've actually got an enterprise solution for that. Let me make sure that you guys know about that, and that you can leverage this technology to once again make your business operations better, or streamline your processes, or enhance that customer experience.
That is so interesting, Kim, you said that. In my engineering brain, I'm always tuned for optimization. When somebody is asking me something I don't know, I'm like, I'm not going to get myself distracted. I'm going to optimize my time. But you're saying, no, wait. We need to take a different view. We need to go do the research, and we need to show that we are collaborative.
Exactly. That is the opportunity. Another way to look at that is they're kind of asking maybe for help, or they're asking to see if there is a way to, getting back to your word, optimizing what they are doing. And so for me, it really has been a key lesson in listen to your company, listen to your leadership and the people that are there. There are so many great ideas. And yes, we might not be able to operate on all of them, but we really should pay attention to them.
So you're probably telling us that, yes, your science background, but start to using the art side of your brain, I think.
Well, absolutely. Listening is absolutely key for us. And, at the end of the day, this is about people driving processes, driving technology. And so you've got to connect at that level to enable that collaboration.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kim. I truly enjoyed chatting with you.
No, truly. Thank you. And really appreciate it.
And that wraps up another episode of Demystifying IT. Don't miss any of our new episodes by subscribing to our show. You can also help us reach more amazing leaders like yourself by leaving us a review on Apple or Spotify. We would really appreciate your feedback and support. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
This has been Demystifying IT with Bopi Dal and Sarjeet Kanungo. Connect with Bopi and Sarjeet at demystifyingit.com, where you can take a quick assessment to explore the opportunities you may be leaving on the table and learn to expand your market or create a new one by building your business foundations on technology. Demystifying IT is a production of Forbes Books.